I'm gonna make this video really quick. Yeah, I'm literally like about ready to go to bed, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I go to class at 10:15 tomorrow, so I have a little time to sleep in, but I just had a lot of homework and shit that I needed to get done that I did last minute because I was too busy doing other shit. So, I was still like talking to myself in the bathroom about all this, and like, I just hope that like my views of sex or guys or whatever, my views about men or whatever, don't really get severely shaped by what I'm going through right now with the whole like virginity thing and trying to lose it and realizing that it's not that easy because I've seen this being pattern over and over and over again that like, you know, listen, it's not so much the fact that they don't care. It's not so much that. It's really more of the fact that you want to like take advantage of the situation to use me for more than just sex. You want to make me like your sex slave, you know, and like chain me to your ankle. That's what I'm really not cool with, man. And I've seen this happen over and over and over and over again, kind of. Look, I know that somebody called me on Tinder the other day and kind of told me about that, but there have been a lot of cases where guys have done this to women, especially young girls, will literally make them like their sex slave and manipulate them so they can, like, if they don't like you, or if they don't like the relationship, or they don't like the sex that they had with you, or whatever it is, they may decide not to stay with you, that they basically are powerless. You take all our power away because you make it so you can't leave. And I think that's really an abusive relationship. I just see it occurring over and over and over again with young girls. I really seen this be a pattern with the people I encounter as well. My ex really wasn't that bad compared to some other people out there that are just total fucking monsters. My ex wasn't really that bad compared to some other people who are really bad. My ex just led me on, and that hurt me emotionally because he led me on to think that we were having sex. And the other day when I did call him, there was something going on in my family. I thought it was kind of serious, and I told him about it. And he said he called me back, and he never did, of course. He said, my ex, duh. You know, of course I only did that because he started texting me. He started coming back to me because I guess his last relationship didn't go too well, so he wants to come back or something. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think that despite how young I am, I am not afraid to say that I'm sick and tired of fucking bullshit in relationships. I'm so sick and tired of fucking bullshit. And honestly, I just want to get laid. Come on. You know that. Like, I just want to get laid, and I have to deal with all this bullshit. And for you guys, it's like so easy. I'm not saying that I hate you for that. I would never hate you for that. You know that you have an advantage over me. I would never hate you for that. I would hate on you for that. That would be ridiculous, okay? It would be ridiculous. Alright, that would just be ridiculous. But, anyhow, I just hope that, I mean, my view right now is that a handful of men are bad. A handful of them are bad. Bad eggs. A handful of them. Not all of them, but a handful of them are bad eggs. That's my view right now. And my view has changed a lot since, if you were to ask me when I was 18, I'm 19 now, if you were to ask me when I was 18 or 17 or whatever fucking age, I used to say I love men. I don't love those men. That's for damn sure. I love the ones that are good to women and that don't try to, the ones that don't try to lead on, the ones that won't try to rape you without your consent, you know. Look, I know a couple of guys have done that when they were younger, and you're older and you change, including the guy behind me. Yeah, about that. I know sometimes that when you're young you make stupid mistakes, and I'm a very forgiving person, so yeah, don't think that I'm trying to like reprimand you or something. I'm not. It's not. I'm trying to lecture you. It's not that. I'm just sick and tired of all the bullshit. And the guys who really want strings attached. The ones that want total control. I'm just so fucking tired of all the bullshit. I've had enough. I'm so fucking tired of all the bullshit. So obviously my view of men has changed, unfortunately, yes. But is my view of sex gonna change? I don't know if I'll ever stop viewing sex as something fun and pleasurable, but I tell you, man, it has been so gruelingly aggravating and just a great deal of pain to try to get my virginity broken, which I'm still a virgin right now as I speak. It's been just such a great deal of pain and loathing, and oh god, it's just been such a disaster that, like, god, I don't think I'll ever forget it. I think that these negative experiences probably are gonna scar me. I'll probably never forget this, what I had to go through just to get it broken. And it probably will result in a negative view of sex. Yeah, I'll probably start viewing it negatively. I mean, I already am jealous of people who have a better sex life of me, and I'm positive about that, and I'm already, like, really depressed that other people can literally, like, other people that I feel that don't deserve it have it better than me, but they don't deserve it because they, like, didn't have to go through the shit that I went through, you know, and that, I mean, like, you know, so, I probably am. I mean, I don't know, maybe some time will go by, maybe some years will go by after I do get my virginity broken, maybe a couple of years will go by, or whatever, and I'll start to heal up again, and feel normal, about sex again, and forget about the painful experience of trying to break it, of trying to find a man, trying to, talk to people about it, just trying to, you know, trying to go on the dating scene and dealing with these painful relationships to get there. Maybe I will forget it, I don't know, but I could predict that my view of sex is going to change, and it's probably not going to be a very positive one. And sadly, yes, because you can see the kind of shit that I've had to put up with. And I'm literally just trying to go to the next level and get intimate. Literally. I would tell you, man, I haven't even kissed anybody. That's how much of a virgin I really am. The only thing I've done is squeeze somebody's cock, okay? That's like the only thing I've done. Like the only thing. Like it's small shit. Like I haven't even kissed anybody on the lips. Like people have kissed me, maybe on the cheek or something. I haven't kissed anybody on the lips. I haven't fucking had my first kiss. So that's how much virgin I really am. So it's like in this incredible ordeal of pain and dealing with other people's bullshit and having to put up with other people and what they want. And I'm just so sick and tired of guys taking the driver's seat always about what they want. And I'm not saying that all guys do this, but I'm just saying that guys that I've dealt with and other girls as well. I've heard other stories. I've heard other people's stories. I know I'm not alone. I'm just so sick of that. You know? I really am. I'm sick of it. And, you know, I don't like become a bitch potentially or a real negative person, but it could come to that because it's really starting to ruin me and destroy me, and I just honestly, after I get my virginity broken, I really don't want to be involved with guys emotionally. I just want to be involved sexually. I want to be emotionally detached from relationships. I just want to be in it for the sex. And I really don't want them to take the driver's seat and decide what to do and everything, you know, because it's like, it just ruins it, because I can't hook up with you. If you're going to do that, I can't hook up with you. I can't hook up with you if I know that you're controlling, or I know that you have violent tendencies. I can't hook up with you. I'm not going to fucking hook up with you if I know that. I was like, God, do I need to take pepper spray with me? You know? Never used pepper spray once in my life, but don't I need to have that with me or something? I need to have mace with me? Because you people are so out of control, you know? It's like, I mean, I've never used that shit in my life. But I know that I've never used it in my life, though. Oh, my teacher carries that shit, too. I've never had to use it, but I'm probably going to end up taking that with me on the first date. Probably. I don't know. I don't know. It depends. But, yeah, I mean, it's changed. I mean, it's really changed my perspective on a lot of things for the worse. It's the negativity bias. That's what they call it in one of my psychology courses. They call it the negativity bias. And I don't know. I think I'll always view sex as pleasurable, though. I'll always hold that view. I don't think that will change. I don't think my view about dick is going to change. I'm still going to love cock. I don't change. Just hope not. Because it's really starting to alter my head before. My opinions that before are starting to change for the negative. I'm starting to go on the negative side. I'm starting to go on the dark side because I've been exposed to all this stuff now. I think differently of things, you know. If I just want to find somebody who's safe, that's not gonna go after. You know what I want? How many fucking times? I don't have to repeat myself. You know, I don't have to repeat myself anymore. You know, and I really don't want to be a virgin anymore. It's mostly, I mean, for myself and for the outside, I know all the stereotypes and shit. Okay. And for myself, this is a whole body process here. This is a whole metamorphosis, whatever you want to fucking call it. This is a whole maturity process, growing up. Unfortunately, being eroded. Toxic people really been eroded. I could have had a sex life that I would be happy and I enjoy it. But no, it's been eroded. Toxic people. And you know what they say? Look this in dictionary, cock blockers, you know. I mean, it's been eroded by people. That's why I haven't gotten lucky yet, because all the people I've gotten, it's been eroded, like. So, and then I'll get through this. I'll get beyond this. I'll reach my goal, but I don't know if I'm gonna forget though. I don't know if I'm able to forget what I'm going through right now and what I've gone through. It wasn't so bad when I first started because I didn't have all these negative experiences yet. It was more positive. I went in it with a lot of hope, a positive attitude and everything, but the bullshit's all starting to get to me, and I'm starting to get depressed. I'm starting to get very negative and pessimistic, and I don't think that's gonna change anytime soon. I'm starting to develop a bad attitude now because I've been exposed to all this bullshit, especially being in my first relationship, how the leading on went, so I mean, yeah, I on my first date, I can't complain and bitch moan like I am now, because it's gonna ruin it. Logically, that's gonna repel him, and it's gonna ruin it, and I'm not gonna reach my goal. I'm gonna destroy myself. I'm gonna ruin it for myself if I keep this up, especially on the first date. I don't want to let the negativity and the depression, whatever the hell I'm suffering, whatever hell I'm going through, I don't want to let that get in the way of the first date that I do go on, because it could ruin not only the potential relationship that might be about ready to bud, it could also ruin me just getting some nookie. Could ruin it all. So negativity and negative attitude will ruin it all in the end. And it is hard for me to stay positive because of what I've been exposed to and what I'm aware of now. And knowing what I know, what I didn't know earlier, has literally ruined my attitude towards this whole thing and towards sex just in general. I have a really bad attitude towards it now, and really embittered and pissed off, and I just want to vent every minute of my life. I just want to vent, especially because I haven't gotten what I wanted yet. And I mean, you can argue the point and say that I was close to it, Sometimes you just gotta learn to roll with the flaws, I guess, but this guy sounded kind of dangerous, and I don't want to get involved with someone who's dangerous. I understand that no one's gonna be big, so I mean, that was 2 people recently, 2 people that made me have this negative, pessimistic, toxic attitude. They were toxic. Now I'm getting a hold of their toxicity. Now it's affecting me because I'm being negative. I'm having a really negative attitude, really depressed. So, it's not, I shouldn't let those people I shouldn't let those people I wish I wouldn't have let him in. Especially my ex, I wish I wouldn't have let him into my life in the first place if that's what he was going to do. But, I didn't know. So I'm so sick and tired of people playing their fucking games, just trying to take advantage of someone who's young with this. I mean, I don't consider it taking advantage of me if you say that you're gonna have sex with me and we both consent to it. You know, you're not like gonna fucking just ram over me without my consent, without even asking. You're gonna get my consent and have sex with me and actually go through it and not lead me on and not try to like get me for seconds or whatever, or use me as your personal meat platter, you know. That would be great. You know, you're not gonna use me as your like you're not gonna use me as your dessert tray or whatever. That would be great. Hey, that would be great. That would be great. That would be great. So just have some clean, fun sex and not have any strings attached, not, you know, not have to ask me for favors or what, however kind of bullshit you got going on. Like, it would be great if you just have some clean, fun sex, just like they do on the porn set, just like they do in porn. You know, they talk to each other, just have some clean, fun sex afterwards. I was just clean, fun sex without all the bullshit, you know? That's why these porn websites, they really get you in their banner ads when they say, without all the bullshit. Yeah, bullshit, you got me damn right. Yeah. And I have autism, and I'm a virgin trying to lose it. So I guess I might be being a bit hypersensitive here. You know, but this has been a pattern that's been reoccurring over and over and over again with all the different guys that I try to pursue or they try to pursue me. It's been a reoccurring pattern, and it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It is. It's bull. It's bull. Like, it is bull. Because, like, I don't want you to use me for other things. I just want to have sex. If you use me for something, just sex, and that's it. You know? And if I don't want to have sex with you again because it was a bad experience, then let me make that decision and don't, like, be coming down upon me with rolling thunder and lightning and tell me that I have to stay with you. Don't do that. I guess there's a lot of potential abusive relationships that I avoided, I guess, in my life. That there's a lot of guys out there that are abusive, and it's sad. It is. It is. It's clearly gotten to me, you know. I mean, I need to snap out of this big time. And if this goes on any longer, if I see this going on and on and on and on and on, you know, I mean, hell, you know, I may want to consider getting help if this keeps going on, if I keep encountering this, because this is like bullshit. It really is. It's bullshit. And, you know, there may be something that I don't know, or there may be something I can do to stop it without even knowing it. You know, I mean, really, because I just want to have some good, clean fun, you know, but for some reason, it has to be, a double standard. It's like, oh God. But anyhow, it's 3:10 in the morning, I need to go to bed, but my view of sex is probably going to change, and it's probably not going to be very positive. I hope not. I hope not. I mean, I understand that, unfortunately, position, I'm kind of defenseless in a lot of sense, yes. And I need to know how to defend myself. So as I get older, this should go away. It should diminish. This should go away. I should be more independent, you know. And I do want to find the guys out there that are the opposite of what I've gotten in the past, you know. I want to find people out there who are the opposite. Really do. I want to find people that are the opposite of what I've gotten so far. Really, really do. I really do. Because this is, like, not okay. And this can't keep going on and on, because this is like gonna, I understand I can't just go out there, and especially after I get my virginity broken, I can't just go out there and like have sex whenever I want or whatever, or have sex just because I want to. I can't, because of this shit. It's gonna be like a thing that goes on for the rest of my life. Because some girls out there have really good, healthy sex lives. I don't, and I just want to know how to get one too. Like, how do I be like that girl who, I mean, if they're taking the risk of getting STDs, and everybody's taking a risk to get pregnant, but they're taking the risk of getting STDs all the time, then count me out, because I really don't, but I really want to learn how to just feel comfortable with my lifestyle. How can I feel comfortable with this? How can I be okay? I think that I'm not having enough sex. How am I? Because I'm probably gonna feel like this for the rest of my life, where I'm gonna have sex and then I'm gonna have sex again, but it will be like a year later or like a long time after that, and it'll just keep going on and on and on. Like, it won't be like a really healthy, fulfilling sex life. It won't. Like, how in the hell? I need to grow up. I need to grow the fuck up, be mature, and I need to learn how to just be okay with it, because it's probably going to be like that for a very long time, if not the rest of my life. I mean, I hate to say the rest of my life, because you get a stable boyfriend, it all changes, baby. It all changes. I know that. So, I'm going to be dealing with this probably for several more years down the road. It's going to be something that I'm dealing with. And I'm going to even deal with it more so when I get older. When you get older and you age, you become more, I know you, I know that. So I need to learn how to, like, how in the fuck do I be okay with it? Like, I need to just be okay with it. And be okay with the fact that other girls or other guys are going to have more sex than me. Like, how in the fuck do I be okay with that? Especially when I want to have a lot of sex. Sometimes I feel like I need to catch up with people. But really, I mean, that I guess it's natural. I'm a real sexual person. So, like, I know that it's not going to be very fulfilling. No matter what I do. So, unless I get a stable boyfriend, then it all changes. But it's probably not going to be really fulfilling at all. I could predict it's probably going to have sex one time, and then it's going to be like really hard to get another guy like that who was compatible with me to have sex again, because they're all strings attached. They all want to, they all want something extra. They all want something on the side. So to accommodate to that, it's like, are you nuts? It's like, to accommodate that, my response would be like, are you nuts? So, I can't accommodate to everybody's things that they want. I can't accommodate to everybody, especially when, like, when somebody wants to do something that's dangerous, that's really dangerous. I mean, really dangerous. Something that's really outside of my something and really dangerous. I mean, really, like, I don't mean like just motorcycles, that's okay, but I mean like something really, really, really dangerous, okay? I mean very dangerous. I'm not gonna be okay with it. And they're gonna want to do that, and you're not gonna let up. You're gonna keep going and going on about it, and I know, it's like I know how to say no, but they're just gonna keep going, but anyhow, that's my rant. I'm done.